This was a client that I worked with several years ago. Her name was Jennifer, and she gave me her permission to share this part of her journey with you. Jennifer lost both of her parents in a tragic car accident. They were driving to spend Thanksgiving with her family. The grandkids were waiting. The table was set, but the grandparents never arrived. Hours later, the hospital called. Both parents had died. The shock, it crushed Jennifer. She spiraled into a depression so heavy, even antidepressants and therapy barely touched it. Life, it felt like despair. It felt endless and unrelenting. But then one night, Jennifer had a dream of her father. In this dream, she was a little girl again, sitting with him at the table as he showed her how to build a creative journal, cutting, pasting, combining scraps into something beautiful. In the dream, she felt joy. She felt real joy, the kind that she thought she would never feel again. When she woke, she didn't have the strength to shower, but she had enough to sit at the desk and begin gathering things to make her own creative journal, one filled with memories of her parents. That journal, that very journal, became the greatest antidepressant she could have asked for. Page by page, word by word, creation became her lifeline. Soon, she picked up her old crafts again. By Christmas, she was making ornaments like the ones she used to make with her mother. Over the next few years, she leaned hard, really hard, into creativity and discovered that grief could transform her, not just break her. When the dust finally settled, Jennifer was a different person, one that her parents would have been so proud of. Jennifer's story, it reminds me why creativity matters so deeply. Because when we don't create, we don't just lose art, we risk losing ourselves. So let's start by talking about the cost of numbing. When we stop creating, something else rushes in to fill the void. Scrolling, numbing, distraction. If we don't give our grief, our longing, our imagination a place to breathe through creativity, they turn inward. They harden. They become shame. They become despair, even regret. Not creating is never neutral. It either leaks out sideways as anxiety, addiction, avoidance, or it gets transfigured into art and healing and meaning. Now let's talk about the cost to the brain. Unused creativity, it isn't dormant. It decays. Neuroscience shows that when we stop engaging imagination, those neural pathways, they weaken. The networks that once daydreamed, that once connected dots and sparked wonder, grow quiet. The truth? When we don't create, we age faster, emotionally, spiritually, and neurologically. But when we do create, we stimulate dopamine pathways, open up imagination networks, and give our brains resilience against despair. Creativity isn't just play, it's survival. Now let's talk about the social cost. Jennifer's journal, it wasn't just for her. It became a way to honor her parents, to share her healing with her children, to inspire others. Creativity multiplies when shared. But when we withhold it, when we bury it, we don't just lose something personal. We rob the people around us of what our art could have sparked in them. Encouragement maybe, or connection, or healing, or hope. Not creating isn't just your loss, it's ours. Now let's talk about the spiritual cost. When we don't create, we betray a sacred trust because the stories, the visions, the colors, the melodies inside us, they're not accidents. They're seeds waiting for soil. And if we bury them in silence, the world never sees them bloom. Jennifer's story is a reminder. It should be a reminder. What's at stake if you don't create is not just your art, but your healing, your joy, your brain, your community, your legacy. So here's my challenge to you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait for the pain to pass. Don't wait for someone else's permission. Now go. Honor truth, face what is, speak what's real, and create from the deepest place you know.